Leeds against Liverpool 3-3 in the end. Disappointing, and we were just talking at the break, weren't we, Jay? It would have felt like actually a defeat for Liverpool that game in the end because they were 2-0 up. They then went 3-2 up and they thought they had it. Exactly, and that's what it is. Like, I can't believe after going 3-2 up they would switch off like that, and it's a set piece, and it's not like they haven't got presence. They've got presence, they've got Van DJK, they've got, Canate, they've got Sposey, they've got Bradley. I don't understand how they switch off. It makes me just go back to in my mind, the organisation skills of the likes of John Terry, Tony Adams, Sol Camp, Rio Ferdinand, you don't let your players switch off. You're saying, who are you marking? Get hold of your man, get everyone back in the box. It was just terrible that they've conceded a goal like that at the back post. He's lit. Tanaka is literally standing there by himself to tap it in. Rubbish defending from the Liver players, and that comes from the organisation of the defenders. I just want to have a word about Salah as well, because he spent the whole game on the bench. I mean, what must he be thinking when he's witnessing something like that, and he's not even getting a look into to be perfectly honest. I think something's happened there in the ranks, and I don't want to speculate, but I just can't help but feel like, okay, Salah's been your talisman for many, many years. He's been on the bench, is it third game in a row now? Never happened in his career, and now he's not even coming on at all. Slot said during the week, Isak can't play 3 games in a week. Well, Isak's come on today, Salah's on the bench. Yeah, so it's not looking good for Salah. I know they got the African nations coming up. I mean, he would want to play to keep himself sharp for that, but it's not looking good for Salah now. And maybe this is a situation where he's thinking, I need to go and play now. I need to leave because it doesn't look like he's going to play now. All right, let's speak to a couple of fans simultaneously then, because Andrew the Leeds fan and Peter the Liverpool fan joins us now. I'm going to start with you. Andrew, you're still in Ellen Road. Is it still rocking? I mean, how's it feeling tonight? It is Vicky. It's been quite the week, Ellen Road, from taking 3 points off the world champions Chelsea to come back from a 2 down and 3-2 down with minutes against Liverpool, the Premier League champions, to take 4 points of a key, Jake. It's a real step in the right direction. It certainly is. Peter, how are you feeling after witnessing that? I mean, I guess you felt that you had it won with Sabod's third. No, not really. I don't think we did. There was still too much time left, and as soon as the 9 minutes went up, I said to me, lad, that'll give them all the encouragements, and that's exactly what they took, wasn't it? So no, not surprised at all. Peter, obviously again, conceding goals has been a problem for Liverpool. There's been a lot of criticism to Kate, yes, but isn't it time you start looking at Van DJK as well, because yes, he's been a fantastic player for Liverpool, but he's meant to be the organiser. He's meant to be the captain. He's the presence in that defence that organises everyone around him. You got Tanaka there standing at the back post by himself in the last minute. What do you think? There's no doubt. Yeah, there's no doubt that Rachel Van DJK's performances have massively dipped. But if you're playing in the back four with 3 of them are not playing well, so like Liverpool tonight with 2-0 up, it was so comfortable, it doesn't help it when your centre back partner set the house on fire around you. Yeah, nothing was happening in the game. It was Liverpool weren't great, by the way. We were 2-0 up. It was easy because Leeds were the 17th in the league. They are what they are. They wasn't great. I was quite disappointed with them that they didn't really have a good go at us. And Liverpool just absolutely imploded. And I get your point about Mand. I certainly agree. I just think that the 3 around him are absolutely atrocious as well. Andrew, I want to pull you in because obviously ahead of this game, there was a lot of talk about Daniel Farr's future. Do you think he's done enough, particularly this week? I'm sure he's done enough since the second half of Manchester City last week. Vicky, when he switched formation to 352, scored 2 goals against Manchester City. We scored 3 against Chelsea. We scored 3 today against the Premier League champions. And with play like that, we certainly do not look like a relegation side. And for me now, you've got to give Daniel Parker a Jeremy transfer window and at least see where we finish from the end of the season. And to me, for Key and Jake, there's no reason why we can't see from the Premier League. Peter, I want to bring you in because obviously there will be talk about Arne Slot tonight. Where do you stand on this? I am torn because as a Liverpool fan, we never want to see the manager sacked. It's not in our DNA, But at the same time, you've just played 4 sides who are really low in the league, and you've got 5 points from it. It's not really acceptable, to be honest with you. But I think the question really is who signed those players, because those players don't fit in the same team. So I heard Jay speak about Mohamed Salah before. I think now he's come to the conclusion that Mohamed Salah and Florian Wirtz can't play together, which can't be the plan in the summer. You don't give someone 350 grand a week, as in Mo and Fayan, and say, well, actually, you can't play together. Do you know what, Peter, I mean? I don't want to again, I'm not trying to start arguments, and no get clicks and whatnot, but I feel like Slotton didn't really want to give him that contract. I think Liverpool got pressured into it, because of how well he did last season, and now, I look at the formation again, like you said it, you can't get those players in there even With Isak you got to play Isach or Itik Echitik has been in form all season but now I just feel like things are looking really bleak for Slot, I have to be honest. And I agree, but it goes back to who's signing the players. So you just said about Mohamed getting the contract. If Arnold didn't want to do that, then the pressure needs to be on Richard Hugh and Michael Edwards, because they got a lot of credit for signing these players in the summer. So we need to think about then, well, if you've given that contract, you got to remember as well if people are saying player done this with Jordan Henderson a couple of years ago and regretted it. So it's like we're not learning from past mistakes. It's because it's not acceptable for a club like Liverpool to be allowing this to happen. There is no plan. There is no idea of how Liverpool win football matches and how these guys play together. And tonight when we were 2-0 up, we were 2 goals up from some brilliance from Mek. In the sense that like he's just a brilliant player, but it wasn't you didn't look thinking, oh, we're going to score in the minute. There was no identity to our play. It's just not near. I do worry for a lot now, and maybe now he is the guy that will face that because I don't know how this can go on. Yeah, I was going to say that. Peter, how long does this carry on for because like arguably even when you said yourself when they were 3-2 up. They still didn't look convincing, do they? And can you imagine Liverpool next year? Say Vicky is that when I'm watching Liverpool, so I say to the people around me all the time we could be 2-0 up, and we're so comfortable, or we can be 1-0 up, or it could be nil, whatever it is, and it looks like we're going to win the game, because I've been watching Liverpool win games for years, but in the next minute we've conceded 2 goals and I'm like it's crazy. Okay, so that's sorry there. Andrew, I was going to bring you back in there. I said to a few Leeds fans, if Leeds are going to stay up, you need to win or get results at home. At Ellen Road, there is no atmosphere like it. I said win the home games, pick up points, away here and there, but the home form with you fans is going to what keeps you guys up. Do you think honestly Liz can do that now with yes, I do. Now that he's switched his formation, look, you've had a short loan spell here back in 2011, and you know what it's like to play here at Allen Road, and it can be a nasty atmosphere. Chelsea came, yeah, I know, we'll bypass that. Us that Chelsea came and looked at the atmosphere here on Wednesday evening. We beat them 3-1. Liverpool have come tonight, we've drawn 3-3. We've then got Crystal Palace to come just before Christmas. And I think, as you rightly say, if you can pick up points at Ellen Road, that'll keep us in the Premier League. The away form hasn't been great, but I think the home form is absolutely key. And the home record isn't that bad as well. Only been Aston Villa and Tottenham that have won here this season. So I think the home form is absolutely massive. Same kind of goes for Burnley at Turf Moor. But you get this crowd, it can be a really nasty and intimidating arena here at Allen Road. What do you think of Calvin Lewin's performances of late? I know he got the penalty today, but his overall performance, what do you think? I think he's growing. He's going into, obviously, he hasn't played much football when he came from Everton, and he took his time to get his first goal against Wolves. Got the goal against Manchester City last time out at Seashiad, and I think his performance is driving all about confidence with Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and I think he could be key for Felisa in the Premier League this time round. Brilliant from both of you this evening. Peter and Andrew, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you.